Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield. Incomplete. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Come on, fellas.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Check 53. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Carr on the bootleg. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch.
The Raiders swarm in and block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. An early special teams wake-up call there, their first drive, and they have the punt block.
And obviously they were giving the ball up, but that's not the way it's supposed to conclude. That ball's supposed to be downfield, better field position for your defense to work off of. Instead, you've given up a momentum play, and now you've got the other side excited.
So out come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Carr now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 5 catches, 71 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now they try the right side here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 20.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more
position
than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 21 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Roughing the passer defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. On 2nd down, it's McGee. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
180. 52 right here. I don't even know why this team showed up. Back.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield now. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
First down, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From midfield, here's Carr.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing his car on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Mayfield to throw it.
Let's go, D.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
This is fielded at the 27. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Weil now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And that's incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Riley Dixon now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's caught. Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No,
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. 180. No, check that.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Now, 56, Mike, 56. We're good. 185.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. When you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Mayfield looking middle, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Check pass. Got 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll throw with Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Carr now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that a sack lunch.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
From the 22, Carr looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5. To throw his Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5.
We're going to work. One down. Check 56. All day, punk.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Right there, 56. Got one, I got one.
Carr. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
58, boys, 58, Mike. I got one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mayfield's pass. Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku.
Four down, four down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Number 24, Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Javon Hargrave.
Hey, you're on an island over there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
We got this.
A gain of 47 on the play. And the Browns, first down.
Watch the screen, watch the
First
screen.
and 10 at
Watch
the
the screen.
32-yard line.
52. Get that quarterback. Get off. Let's go, let's go.
That's enough.
52. Wrap it, wrap it. Wrap it, wrap
First
it.
and goal at
Check,
the
check, check,
9-yard
check.
line. Nick Chubb on the carry. Took him down right at the line of
Dang,
scrimmage.
baby.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Silver, silver. Kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Mayfield's pass. Incomplete. Intended for David
Double
Njoku.
tight, double tight.
Brings
Four
up
down,
3rd
four down.
down
I got it.
and 10.
Four down. Ah, that's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 13, Raiders 3. The Raiders take over first
Come on,
and
fellas.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Mike's 56. Bandit.
Draw play to the running back. Larry Ogunjobi.
We got four.
Intended for number 17.
Check.
Incomplete.
53 is Mike.
Reed
I'm here all day.
The ball is carried by number 25.
Yeah, baby.
Jones down the tackle.
Rhino.
Another carry for the running
Go.
back.
Let's do this.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Run.
The running back against the ball carrier.
I'm going to hit you.
At the 30-yard line.
Go. Hey, run.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Right now. Okay, baby, I see you.
Number 34 on the carry. Brought down behind the
Watch
line
tight
of
end.
scrimmage.
Watch tight end. Tight end right. Tight end right. Easy. 4 down. You ready? This is Mike. 53. Check 53. Come on. 53. Mike, 53.
Yeah.
Keep playing hard.
Today's final score, Browns 13, Raiders 3.